Keeping up with the news is a lot like working the land. It's all go, all the time. Nature waits for no one. Farmlands is here to help this with expert advice, reliable products, and timely supply.
This is Countrywide Connect News with Farmlands. Good afternoon, I'm Richard Badley. Northland farmers are preparing for Cyclone Vaianu by securing livestock, tying down infrastructure and making sure feed supplies are in order ahead of the weekend. A preliminary strong wind watch covers the entire North Island from 1 a.m. Saturday through until 11 p.m. Sunday, with further updates expected as the storm's path becomes clearer. Federated Farmers Northland President Colin Hannah says most farmers will have feed on hand should the worst occur, with maize silage currently being harvested across the region. Hannah's biggest concern isn't the storm itself, it's the mental toll of repeated weather events, particularly on younger farmers. Northland Regional Council councillor and farmer Jeff Crawford says those in flood-prone areas know their risks and their properties well, and the focus now is practical preparation. Gates shut, bin roof secured and loose equipment put away to minimise wind damage. A multi-agency discussion is planned for tomorrow once the cyclone's path is confirmed. Despite yesterday's US-Iran ceasefire announcement bringing crude oil prices down, farmers and the primary sector relying on diesel should not expect rapid relief at the pump. While petrol prices may begin to ease over the coming days, diesel is a different story. And with prices already sitting at nearly $4 a litre at many stations and some truck stops in the Bay of Plenty and Waikato hitting $4.20, the pressure on agricultural operations remains intense. Industry analysts say New Zealand's lack of domestic refinery capacity means diesel prices are unlikely to fall quickly, with the country entirely dependent on overseas supply. The current crisis is being described as worse than the Russia-Ukraine price spike. Diesel has more than doubled in price compared to a 50% rise seen during that conflict. For farmers and contractors locked into supply agreements signed before the crisis, there is little option but to absorb the extra cost in the short term. Flow-on price increases across transport, construction and agriculture are expected to follow. Some modest easing in diesel is expected eventually, but analysts warn it will take time to unwind. Meanwhile, Federated Farmers is adding to the pressure, reporting farmers are already experiencing delivery delays of 2 to 3 weeks on their regular on-farm fuel drops. Dairy Chair and Canterbury share milker Carl Dean says importers have changed distributor allocation schedules, leaving farmers short at a critical time, with some running out of fuel for stock water pumps entirely. The timing couldn't be worse, with major stock movement events approaching in May and June, requiring significant diesel-powered transport. Dean is calling on the government to formally classify agriculture as an essential service for fuel supply purposes before the situation worsens. Finance Minister Nicola Willis says the distribution issues are isolated and not the result of an overall fuel shortage, and that the government is working directly with importers to resolve them. With spring supply orders being placed now for next season, Federated Farmers warns the flow-on cost impacts could stretch well into the next year. And the Environmental Protection Authority has a new chief executive, with Leanne Butcher confirmed in the role from the 1st of July. Butcher joins from Greater Wellington Regional Council, where she has been Group Manager of the Environment Group and previously served as Deputy Director General of Partnerships and Engagement at the Department of Conservation. EPA Board Chair Barry O'Neill says Butcher brings a proven track record in leading complex organisations and building high-performance teams in the public sector, qualities he says are well matched to the EPA's next phase of development as an environmental regulator. For the farming and primary sector community, the EPA plays a significant role in resource consenting, hazardous substance regulation and environmental oversight, making this a leadership appointment worth watching. Butcher succeeds Dr. Alan Freeth, who wraps up nearly 11 years of service with the EPA in June. And that's the latest news.
Nature waits for no one. Farmlands is here to help this with expert advice, reliable products, and timely supply. Shop offers in store, online, Farmlands Pro, or with your rep.